Good morning, afternoon, and evening, Supercoach Elites. Welcome back to another Supercoach Elites podcast, proudly sponsored by the patrons at patreon.com/SC Elites, and I'm at supercoachchampionship.com. My name's Corey, and as always, alongside me is the Bonfz Express.
True. That's right, Corey. The Bonfz Express is back. And, well, we're not even done round 10, but here we are doing a podcast, Corey, on the eve of round 11, kicking off in less than 24 hours. And, well, it's all just a bit fucked, Corey, if I'm being honest. But, look, before we have a little chat, where can the listeners hit us up on social media?
Find us on Twitter and Patreon at SC Elites. Find us on Facebook, iTunes, and SoundCloud at Supercoach Elites. Now, Bonfz, that sound you can hear in the background is live on the phone to Sportsbet right now because I'm about to absolutely unload on the GWS Giants to fuck up Essendon in the second half because we know that's coming.
Are you taking them at a negative line at halftime, mate?
I might take GWS to clear the line of 50.5, I reckon, from here, but we'll see what's going on. Here.
I can actually barely hear them at Sportsbet.
Good, but when they answer, don't worry, it'll come up on the. Can't really close. Bonfz, how you tracking this week, mate? Because I know you got a big game. You got a big league game.
Do I? Against who?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I haven't checked if he won. I don't know who you're playing, mate, but I know it's a big game for your season. Your season's on the line. You know what's going on?
Oh, my season's done. It's been done for about 6 weeks. I'm not doing good, that's for sure. I think I might have 16 playing this week, actually.
Yeah, well, I know your opponent's got 23 playing, that's for sure.
Look, that puts me at a slight disadvantage for the week, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I got a lot of donkeys in this team, and I ended up trading in Jeremy Sharp on debut, thinking, well, maybe I could whip something out, but that didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. Because you are playing me, Bonfz, and I'm absolutely about to annihilate you. So you can suck my little doodle. That's for sure. Oh, here we go. We're on live. Hi, how you going? Are you there? How you going? My fast code is Alpha Foxtrot Papa. Can I have $25 on that, please?
Is that it? He's muted himself. You're actually a fucking cocksucker.
Yes, I would like to put that on, please. That's all you can do for me. I hope you have a lovely night and go Giants.
Call it itchy.
Thanks, Etchy. Speak to you later. Everyone that's listening to the podcast, I've just backed GWS Giants live to beat the Bombers. That's for sure. That is live. That is on there. It's $25 on there.
Fuck.
I was going to go harder, but Bonfz told me I should get more responsibility for the podcast. So that is factually correct. Bonfz, you're losing this week. That's great news. Did you bring in Sammy Draper?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, what's he sitting on at half time? Anyone know?
Absolutely fuck all. He's on 5, Corey, from 2 touches. Look, he's a bit of a.
Anyway, that traded Gorn to Draper.
Pretty funny, yeah. How's Townsend though? Hey, Townsend's, I reckon, top score for the year was about 40. Got knocked out in the first 2 minutes, and he scored 11.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Actually, bullshit.
That shit's funny.
So you were saying before you bought in Sharp to try and knock me off this week. I know you've done that.
Well, I wasn't to try and knock you off, Corey. But it was, Corey, when you've got 16 players, I'm probably not getting anywhere near it.
Now, look, I don't want to interrupt you, but talking on that, I had a late night chat, very, very late night chat. Would have been, what day did the league games kick off?
Monday,
yep. So it would have been Tuesday night before I'd made my trades. Me and a very, very I reckon he might be your favourite Patreon member, mate. We were having a chat.
I don't have a favourite Patreon member.
He could be though. I know you don't like most of them, but I think you might like this guy a little bit more than a couple of the others. We were having a chat on our Tuesday night, and I brought in Tommy Sparrow. I thought it was a good ring in this week. A lot more centimetres tended. Do you want to know who that was?
Oh, who told you to do that?
Well, just who I had the chat with.
Had to be a Melbourne supporter. Who goes for Melbourne? Was it Rothberg?
It wasn't Rothberg. He's a loser. So
Will?
Wasn't Will.
Was
he
that
was also a loser.
No idea who else goes for Melbourne.
Was my favourite man in the world. It was
it yourself?
Dazza. I mean, Dazza. Now, one of the most unique benefits we've ever had to our Patreon members, Bonfz, is happening right now. Do you want to review what's going on?
Yeah, apparently a few of them listen live. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4 here listening live, which is
first time ever we've had live Patreon members in here, and we're gonna do this a little bit more. I think we'll on a couple of
particularly
Tuesday nights.
with the turnaround in games, it might be pretty handy.
Yeah, I think it's great value. Gives them a little bit of time. With poker popping up just after the game, there's a couple in here that need to sit around and have a chat. Yeah, look, heroes and villains. We'll start with that. Heroes and villains this week.
At the moment, hero has to be Jack McRae. What do you reckon?
Well, we both got him, so I don't know why he'd be the hero.
Jack McRae had a shit game though, didn't he? Well, he didn't score as good as we thought he would.
119 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. That's why I said
113.
that, because he was my VC, so I just want to take a bit of a piss. But look,
we had
Neil
the same.
Fairlingham, I mean, they got absolutely spanked in that game, and he still comes out with like a 140. The bloke's just, honestly, there's nothing that can actually stop that guy. Big time villain though, Max Gorn. We know he's playing through an injury, but 2 weeks, Corey. 2 fucking weeks that I've owned him for 3 weeks, and the 2 weeks that I've had him, what's he fucking dished up? He hasn't even hit halfway to his break even this week, Corey. And you know what I did? I'm going to send a message to that fucking cockhead, Corey. You want to know what I'm going to look down the barrel when I do this.
Oh, no.
See if I can position myself here. Gorny. You think your shoulders were fucked, right? How about your fucking head, you stupid dog cunt? How's that fucking gone? You can get fucked! I fucking had it with him, mate. I fucking had it. And the Patreons reckon I've been under control this year and all that sort of shit. Well, Corey, I fucking blown my caskets. I fucking lost it. You know what, Gorn? Fuck your legs too, cunt. You got a broken leg now, you fucking peanut. Fuck you.
I can't tell you how good that looked. When you put him up to the mic, you slapped his legs and they had red around the shit. Looked like
because bleed. He bleeds fucking nothing because he's a pussy. He's a fucking pussy. I paid 800 grand for pussy, Corey, and I didn't even get horny. Bullshit.
800 grand for pussy, and I didn't even get horny. You've dropped the C-bomb twice. That's 5 weeks in a row. We've actually fucked it.
Corey, I feel a lot better after that, actually, Corey.
Mate, are the Tulsa Dome police still there, or have they been stood down?
Well, I'll tell you now. Actually, you might find this one funny. I've just got a message from the fucking missus because she might be because of all the screaming. She goes here, fucking Gorn is gone. No fucking shit. He's in 3 pieces. You fucking dickhead. Fuck me, Corey. Fuck me.
You literally couldn't script that shit. I was unaware that was happening. I thought I was the one bringing a prop singer by calling on Aston at halftime. Speaking of that, this isn't going to be a very detailed podcast because we've got so much unknowns. It's 24 hours. This is the biggest benefit of being a Patreon member is in the next 24 hours when the game's open, all we're going to be doing is talking Supercoach with them. So that's it. I thought I was funny calling up Sportsbet. You've one up me with your calling us. Can I give you something this week?
I paid $15 for that fair income, Corey. And you know what? I might go buy another one tomorrow just so I can fucking snap another one. You can get fucked.
What a phone call on Tuesday. You got a missed call. Tuesday I was actually on a work call, so I got a missed call. About 4 minutes after I got that missed call, I returned the call back. I think it was Eric down at he shall remain nameless, actually. Down at the Essendon Bombers headquarters. So calling me up to confirm the membership, Bombs.
Oh my God.
Confirm the membership.
8 weeks later?
3.5 weeks ago. 3.5 weeks ago, boys membership, calling up to confirm it. Just wanted to get some names for me. That's fair enough. Look, congratulations. I understand they're the only team that haven't had anyone in their headquarters because as a club they can't financially support it because they're too busy investing on people to cry on Twitter. So, and by the way, it's halftime in this game. The umpire's been fucking disgraceful. The umpire 60 points, that's for sure. Anyway, I called this gentleman back. No answer. I'll let half an hour go by. I called this gentleman back again. No answer. Mind you, this is 3:30. Everyone should still be at work. It's Wednesday. It's the last day you can work.
Yep.
Call him back again. No answer. Call him back about 4:45. No answer. So I've left 3 voice messages after 1 missed call and haven't had a call back in 4 days. 3 days? 2 days? What day is it today? Friday. Fucking
Friday. Yep. So it's been a few.
Yeah. So no wonder their club is fucking ridiculous because they don't even have anyone in their membership department to give me a call back. So he shall rename. I know. There's 3 kids that are waiting to get their membership. Couldn't confirm, and he was actually calling me to confirm their names so he could send them out. and now we're going to wait probably 6 weeks because he's probably not at work.
I'll tell you what, mate.
And
that's
well and
disgusting.
behold, me can't work from home.
You know what, Corey? You know what I'd love to do to those little kids? I'd love to buy them a bobblehead, an Essendon bobblehead. But you know what the problem is?
I just don't
The
make it.
the Essendon player that's on the bobblehead's Dyson Apple, and I wouldn't want to put them through that sort of trauma because he's a fucking dud. That
Probably
guy.
be retired at the end of the year.
Jeez.
Have you had to think about what you're going to do next week?
Yeah, I'll do 3 trades. I don't give a fuck anymore, Corey. Yep, a few peanuts out. And look, I've got to try my best because Mitch Duncan came in this week, so Tom Stewart's going to make his way in next week, and then I think the other 2 I'm just going to go down, and I'm going to try build a sort of a bank to get Fife the week after and another premium the week after. It's all going to be too little, too late, Corey. So I'm just fucking playing out the season.
Look, it's funny because there's still
kinda
smart
have to.
moves because I'm in the same bank as you. I'll try and get one up this week. I don't know who I'm going to get until it opens. I think I'm going to try and go for a midfielder. Kind of happy that Treloar went down this week because I probably would have looked at him for touching the ball 35 times. Clayton Oliver is one that I'm definitely going to look at. The guy is just absolutely dominating, and it's shit. And you know what's funny? All preseason, I was such a big Clayton Oliver fan, and I went 5 over him. First 2 weeks, I was beating my little red rocket off over in the corner, and now it's kind of looking back on me now that
you know what?
shit ass.
Oliver's going to be one of these ones that's going to be like 670k this week because his break even was 86. He's already at 616 and he dropped to 200. So he's going to be 670, 680. Now, the problem with that is if you've spent up on Neil, if you've gone and paid 700 plus sort of for Neil, and you've gone and spent 800 on that fucking bearded faggot Gorn, then you probably, honestly, you've got to stop spending absolute top dollar on some of these guys. I think you do have more value in the cheaper options. You've got Fife, honestly, you're going to get Fife at like 550, you know, even close to 550. I mean, you know what? Even pay 580. Go a week early on someone like Fife. Do shit like that first. Go buy the guys, and then you know what? The back end of the year, if you got one more position to go, then go grab Oliver, who probably, you know, by that stage has a couple of those big scores, 170 and 200 out of his system, and he's probably going to have a higher break even and all that sort of jazz.
Was having an off the record conversation with good old mate Lukey, who's doing it tough, not being able to get on the golf course and play in the trees this week. Now
it's tough because you got to stay home with a pregnant wife.
Yeah, he actually took a couple of my words into account. So the last couple of weeks I've been beating it in his ear that you got to buy players at their lowest dollar value and, you know, kind of earn that value. And he said to me, he's like, I'll probably get Jai Simpkin this week. And I said to him, really, you want to get someone like Jai Simpkin who's absolutely just been an absolute turd for the last couple of weeks? But he's like, yeah, well, I have owned Jai Simpkin. I'm going to buy him at bottom dollar and kind of, you know, hope that he continues the hundreds on here on in. And it actually resonated really well. Like it's fact. That's what you got to do. You just got to buy these players at the bottom dollar value. What do we got? I've got 12 trades left. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions to fill. He's not wrong.
Yeah, I've got 6 positions to fill and 11 trades. I'm pretty fucked, Corey.
Yeah, that's it. And I've missed Dusty. I've missed Dusty. I traded Dusty out to get Dusty to Simpkin, and now I'll probably miss the boat on Dusty, and I'll accept that. That's just one of those years. And you said it last week as we were talking. You were talking about, I think, was it, what name did you say to me? You said someone, and you're like, I'm just gonna have to fill my team out with names like.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't on last week. That was last couple of days. I'm going to have to end up, like I was having a look at some of the cheap guys because I've got not many trades left and I still got to fill some players up. So I'm looking at sort of some of those budget type options. So, you know, Simpkin would have been around that price. If I didn't have him, I would have looked at him. I'm looking at players like Wingard at the moment, to be honest. And, you know, even Luke Parker, like he's done a lot of good stuff this year, Parker. And, you know, not a brilliant selection. He didn't score brilliantly on the weekend. I think he might have only got 70 odd. But the reality is that with that 70, he's going to be very low 500s in a week or so. And you know what, if I'm running Parker over someone else, then fucking, you know, Parker's got the capability to score 140 on any week. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man. How's this buy structure going to perform? We're potentially going to be playing best 18 in a final series with the fixture name for round 13. We don't have any buys moving forward. You didn't think it was going to happen, but now we're going to have it.
Yeah. So, you know, probably the better thing to do is, you know, particularly if your team's pretty good at the moment on the ladder and that, you want to be, you know, bringing in players that have had the bye this week and next week. So you look at Freo, Carlton, West
Hawthorn.
Coast, Hawthorn, Sydney,
GWS.
GWS, those kind of players. So, your Jake Lloyd just becomes absolutely invaluable here. You'll probably find a cheaper midfielder at GWS. Cogs is probably a little cheaper. Or if you can Taranto, you can probably afford Josh Kelly. I would have told people to go Toby Green as well, but he's injured. Zach Williams, I wouldn't trust his hamstrings, but there are some names around that certainly can get the job done.
Haynes, it's really
Haynes.
vital. It's vital now that you own the number one ruckman in the competition in Nick.
I don't know about that, but and don't forget Melbourne Essendon also don't have buys, so your Clayton Oliver becomes important as well. Gorn, as much as I've fucking snapped his neck off just then, Ridley, obviously going to be good too, and yeah.
Zach Merritt is a low kind of ownership kind of.
Well, Zach Merritt's on 90 at half time at the moment, Corey.
Oh, there you go.
And I think he had 140 last week.
Sorry?
I think he might have had a 140 odd last week, Zach Merritt.
There you go.
Quickly look it up.
Now, look, there's not a shitload we can talk about, so I think tonight the main thing is let's keep it short, sharp, direct. Yeah, go straight to questions.
Just 2 weeks ago, Merritt, it was 135 2 weeks ago.
Benny the Pest Rothberg. Hello, Corey. Hello, Corey and Christopher. As we head into further unknown times with no buys in round 12 and 13, should we look at moving players in that have been on their buy? Parker, Oliver, Gaff kind of thing. Also, thoughts on Luke Ryan down back, 551 with an 80 break even and a 3-round average of 124.
Yeah, Luke Ryan's all right. I like the idea that he doesn't have to buy, plays sort of games consistently. Gaff I've been a bit colder on because of lower kind of scores, and I did notice Draper just kicked that goal, Corey. So you might want to ring Sportsbet and just say, no, sorry, mate, I meant I meant Essendon, not GWS. Luke Ryan, and you know what? He said his last 3 averages 120 or whatever it was, but he's had 5 tons in a row, Luke Ryan.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Whit Washer. I think this could be a first-time questioner, I reckon.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name.
Yeah. G'day, Bonfire and Choreography. Fuck, I got a nickname for once.
Finally.
Yeah, fuck, that gets my little doodle on. Looking at targeting players who have had the buy on the watch list is Fife, Oliver, Gaff. What do you think Gaff is a good price pick considering he's about 500k? Would you pay 655 for Oliver? He may get tagged against North and will eventually face the ball. Scored 53 last year against the ball. Is Five the best pick with 580-ish? If you haven't already, what are the best rookies this week? Well, fuck. Anyone who's on a first gamer and scored high, I'd say. And anyone who's got relatively good.
Wicks scored 80, but he only had like 8 touches for that as well.
It's funny that the good thing about Washer being in the Patreon is that we'll be able to answer this question more confidently probably tomorrow morning.
And once teams are dropped fucking 24 hours before the game and all the rest of it. I've seen Skinner. People might have jumped early, or not early on Skinner, but took Skinner after his first game. He was dropped for the Brisbane game, so was that Ballenden guy.
Oh, already? Your team's out?
Yeah, for tomorrow's teams, yeah.
Fuck, I didn't even check. We had work drinks tonight after work.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, and if you didn't have work, you just would have had Corey drinks tonight. So
working from home, you'll let us start drinking at 12 o'clock. Also, what odds can I get for the Whit Washers in the Supercoach Elites Cup? I'll probably give him 101. He's fucking no chance.
Yeah. I don't know who that is,
but love the podcast each week. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
What was his actual question? Do we even answer it?
Was
he crap on about Gaff?
I think Fife is the most important.
Yeah, agreed. And Gaff's like 1 ton out of 5, despite having 4 tons to start the year. He's 1 out of 5. So just be. I know it's a name, but just be wary.
A weird role too.
No, don't worry about
that. Best rookies from the list: Watson, Scholl, Schoenberg, Hosey, Wicks, Rusco, Woodcock.
Yeah, no, Wats'on. I think we've sort of neglected him in that question just before that because of that the bias. He wasn't at the forefront of the mind, but yeah, no. Wats'on looks like someone to bring in if you need someone in defence.
He's so good looking.
No, that's someone I should have on a bobblehead.
Oh fuck! If he had a bobblehead, I'd sit there and watch it.
I think there was a defender named this week. It's gonna escape.
Oh, you'll have heaps of players named. Scholl was good too. Scholl was good. I thought Rusco was good for the Pies as well. He could have 3. Yeah. He could have dropped 100.
And you know what? They need some positive shit in the media right now, so they're not going to drop him because absolute value.
And the other thing with Collingwood too is they've got that many injuries that I think Rusco will stay around.
Yeah,
They got a
thought
couple. Rusco, Bianco, the other one. There's still a couple of pies that'll probably get a chance at some stage this year. I like Rusco. I think he'll hold. Hosey, who kicked 2. Ben Brown's out. He probably holds. Woodcock was impressive for Port, but they're probably the most informed team.
Hated the Woodcock one. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was good, but I think there's other players that will come back in for him. Shoal, I really liked, but it's hard without a Lakers 9 in, not.
Yeah, but also like with Shoal, like it was a 40-point first quarter from like 4 touches, and he had like 50 something for the game, and like low 50s as well, I think it was. So for me, it's like no, because next week that could just be 32, and McPherson's probably going to come back in as well. So
I think it's between Watson, Hosey.
Watson's the most secure.
Hosey and Rusco. I think I could argue that Rusco might have the highest job security out of the 3 of them, and that's only just with Watson. Watson was so good last week.
Well, Fremantle don't have a back line at the moment. Well, Watson's not going anywhere.
Why?
They got all the injuries.
You think because he's a ranger, they have to pay him just on basis of
otherwise,
good as a club?
Otherwise, it would be, considered racist if they drop him.
Yeah, agree. Table King, how good is footy every day?
So shit.
Makes losing your weekly leagues a little easier. No time to stew over them. Gorn looks to be injured or carrying. Thoughts on training for Primos and running with Sir Basement Price from the Bombers?
No. Well, obviously, we've seen what, Draper was on 5 at halftime. So based on that, we're going to say no. And he's sitting on 17 at the moment with 12 to play in the third quarter. Yeah, he kicked a goal and he only made 12 points.
Yeah, I think you just go the premium, right? I mean, if anything we've learnt this year, especially in this kind of format, is they're your highest point scorers. Like Gorn, Grundy, Goldie. Every week we talk about them with the likes of Neil and McRae as your VC captain.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. Don't try and be cute. Just
don't overdo it. Yeah.
Don't be cute. They're there. So my theory right now is, and I was saying this to you, I got kissed on the dick this week because Nick Nat had his bye.
You've been kissed.
Gorn is a little bit injured. I've got Draper. Draper covers Nick Nat. Nick Nat comes back this week after dropping on 150. I've probably got 2 or 3 weeks of Nick Nat and 2 or 3 weeks of Gorn, probably missing one, dropping points. And then that's just, I'm coming into finals with almost a straight swap or 100K swap for Nick Nat to Gorn. I'm laughing.
Yeah. You know what? I'm concerned. You probably need to get checked for herpes because you've had that many mouths on your penis this year, Corey. That it does worry me a little.
It's not the first time. It is what it is. You get it. You get it. You just deal with that shit.
It is what it is.
Frogger, Oscar McInerney thoughts on McInerney. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Big dickhead. The big O.
Oh, fuck me.
The big O. 300. Well, he's going to be 400K. Solo ruckman for Brisbane. He looks like the shittest football in the league.
I've let loose tonight, Corey. Right, so I'm going to point this guy out. Right?
I think he's a draft player at best. Gaffer 5.
If this fuckhead Corey goes and gets fucking Oscar, they'll be hell to pay. I'll tell you now.
Joel Selwood with his last one will be at 400K.
Yeah, fuck, you know what? If you're privileged enough to finish your midfield, you're going to get your midfield done easily. He's probably better than a rookie kind of being played, and you can loophole him kind of moving forward if you wanted to get fancy with that. But that depends on, your trades left, the sort of cash you have in the bank, and, how your team's kind of set up at the moment. So probably for the majority of us, that won't be something we'll entertain.
Mickey Ryan, and can confirm,
shit
at poker.
$10 lasted 10 hands.
Any consideration for Shuey in all fairness? Fucking the whole table was already
actually, he might be shit at poker, but that Shuey one is actually interesting because I think at the moment...
No, I haven't even said anything. I just said any consideration.
Oh, well... Yeah,
any consideration for Shuey at 488 other than injury-affected 33 has only gone below 100 once with Nick Nat sticking it down his throat each week. 105, 115 remaining of the season. Love your work, boys. I'm a big Mick Ryan fan.
Yep, I'm a big Luke Shuey fan, and I'm a big Mick Ryan fan because the fact he actually mentioned him. You talk about those underpriced premiums. He's better than Gaff at the moment, no doubt.
The funny thing is, I don't know if you remember, we had a conversation last year where I said Shuey was the best of a lot of them, and you laughed at me. So
maybe we should have that conversation this year, Corey.
Well, I meant for this year. You misunderstood me. Hot Shame, he hates Brett, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
I don't blame you. I currently hate Bruce as well. Lads, thoughts on bringing the good Brayshaw brother this week? 564 had his bye, has Hawks, Blues, and Swans next 3. I think
Well,
he's
if you're
talking about
trying to-
Hamish Brayshaw from West Coast.
West Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Hamish Brayshaw's a good option. Look, 550k is probably a bit steep to pay. You wouldn't mind
The
paying
worry
just
is
on
Fife,
500.
isn't it?
Yeah, but Fife was back last week,
Without Walters,
106
though.
without Walters. Good
Yeah.
point to think about that. Hmm.
I think that's the worry. I think you haven't seen it. Look, balls to the wall. You paint like if it was sub 500, I'm probably
Yeah.
happy on bacon on that.
If it's like 480, I'm telling you
Yeah.
yes, but at 550,
It's
no.
550, and you haven't seen him with Fife and Mott. Like Fife goes out, he was the one. He was great, but
Shiraz had increased output too, actually, and,
Yeah.
and obviously Sarong
well.
has done some things
he's
in
a
the last
gun.
couple.
He's NAB Rising Star this year because he's actually been nominated, Bonfz. I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's way. This guy's way. This guy's name.
He's Wang.
Zan.
Zen, is that what it means? No?
Etchy, boy. Fucking love this guy. Anyway, hi, boys. Thanks for the advice and not just sideways trade last week. Simpkin to Stuart. You're welcome, Etchy, good dog. I love the Pokemon during lockdown. So much fun. Thank you so much for the entertainment. I'm thinking of trading Tom Mitchell in this week after his bye. What do you boys think? He's
I think he should give us some advice, Corey. You know he's ranked 35.
Yeah, I do know that. And of the top 35 ranked players this week was the only one to bring in Clayton Oliver.
He alleges, and you know what, Corey? You know what they say.
He done it.
You looked at the top 35 teams.
No, he looked at the top 35 teams.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Corey. He looked.
So you're calling him a liar?
I'm saying.
Is this
Corey,
a racial thing?
No, I'm saying, Corey, he may have glanced over, with optimism. I think optimism took him too far, and he may have just missed something.
Are we in the top 35?
No, I'm not even in the top 3,500.
Oh,
35,000.
I love Etchy so much. Such a good person. And honestly, I've never loved and hated someone so much in my life. On the fucking poker table, mate, you want to talk about kiss on the dick? He's a cocksucker. He beat me last night with a 2-7 for $90. He's a piece of shit.
There was a raise. There was a raise pre-flop, and he's gone like $10 or something. And Corey's,
I went all in.
Yeah, but then you've gone all in after he's raised $10. What did you have, Ace King?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lordy, one of the other Patreons, he's sort of come over the top as well, thinking he's going to get a slice of this.
Crispy.
Can't even remember what he had. And then someone says to Etchy, he goes, "What do you got?" And he goes, "Oh, 2-7." And then the guy's gone and called a $90 all in. So he's put 90 of his own bucks on a 2-7. The flop comes out and he hits 2 pair.
2-7 king. And I've got ace king.
Yeah.
I deal with that shit. He's a dog. Anyway, we can't talk about golf, so we might as well talk about poker. Rude Boy 23. I don't know, John Simpkin, but at that price, would you consider knowing he scored? Yeah, and I think so too. And props to Big Lukey because he's the shittest Supercoach player I know, but probably the smartest thing he's ever said. Oh, the real Slim Jetta. The real Slim. Hey, boys, Supercoach is cool, but how is it when you get spotted a free pineapple and walk away more satisfied than walking out of a brothel? You're obviously going to shit brothels, Jettis.
Yeah.
Jokes, I don't do that stuff.
At least he hasn't dropped 800k and fucking come out still horny, Corey. Oh, Phil Davis just done his knee, has he?
I don't know.
I can't see him get up. I'm a bit delayed.
Yeah, done.
Oh, Phil Davis has done the ACL. They're done now, GWS.
Well, all right.
That is a hard luck story.
Commentated Bonfz.
I just turned around and that took me by surprise.
Good day, Corey. Love the work from the Elites crew minus Bonfz. You got a who am I for you, which we weren't doing this week. You ready for the who am I, Bonfz?
Oh, we're doing who am I? Yeah, you go.
Yeah, ready? I fail at most things I do.
Yeah, Chris Bonfz. There we go.
Yeah, I always talk a big game February and March. I use my aggressive talking and actions to cover my lack of talent. Who am I? Answer. If you answered either Essendon Football Club or Bob's, you are correct.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing about Daz, though.
Very good.
I'll tell you now, if fair dinkum, we may as well just start calling him QWERTY because that fucktard is a keyboard, Corey. Anytime he's been invited anywhere to get on fucking chat, to get anywhere near me, Corey, he's fucking gone missing. He wanted to watch the footy game with me. I organised it all. Oh, sorry, mate, I'm fucking working. Yeah, like he's an essential worker. The only thing he's essential for is a fucking sperm donation his fucking mum's pussy took fucking 25 years ago, Corey. That's fair income, all that cunnies. He can get fucked.
All right, Benny Rothberg. Favorite drop you're currently drinking? Any suggestions while we're in lockdown?
Yeah, well, no. Well, I've got this next to me. This is what I've been having this from the Panola estate, Corey. It's some fucking Kunawara Shiraz.
Sounds like shit.
I mix it with fucking Coke Zero, Corey, so it all tastes the same to me.
You've heard me at the moment. The Bad Shepherd peanut butter porter has been one of my fucking go-to drops. I've actually just taken my bottle out of them. That was a special edition by order. Other than that, I've got a bottle of Lark from the good old island of Tassie Scotch that I'm drinking at the moment. So that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Lordy wants to know how good's poker been. Thoughts on Gorn's injury?
Yep. Well, from what I've heard, Gorn's done 2 ACLs this week, as you can maybe half
and
tell.
Head off.
And
injury.
he's had a fucking injury to his neck as well.
Never seen that.
You know what? Hold on a minute. See if I can fucking get this cunt again. Hold on. I'm sorry, mate. I'm too weak, but I tried to rip off his arm. The fucked hard, but fair income, mate. Fair income.
Little Peanut. Thoughts on Tom Stewart?
Oh, love it. Yeah, it has to come in this. Well, are you?
Yeah, well, I've got 5 defenders, and my last one is Lloyd.
That's fair enough, but fuck, that's going to be hard to pass because his break-even was 31. He scored, he's a little peanut. Ask the question. He actually scored little peanuts this weekend. So, jeez, man. It's not going to happen often, him scoring like that.
Yeah. It's tough. How is it that Stewart and Duncan both this week shut the bed? Dizza, hey boys, sort of let you know Dizza hasn't scored such a good week this week. I know the listeners really wanted to know. You know what? You want to know what's funny? This little fucking dog, he's a fucking piss weak little peanut.
Who? Dizza?
Yeah, can't fucking alcohol in the can. The last 3 weeks, all he's done is chirped about how much better he is than me. You know, he was 12 points up on me going into this week. I checked the fucking overall leaderboard this week. I must have thought he was like 200, 300, 400 points up on me.
So what you're saying is he's beating you?
Not after this week, he's not, because I've absolutely fucking annihilated him because he's barely.
We don't know scores.
I've already seen him. Don't worry, I've checked his scores. That's for sure. He can suck my dick hole. That's right up where we are.
He might end up with herpes too now.
Tell you what, we're on. for the C-bomb drop, this is the highest ever. Frogger, has Dale Thomas eaten Stewie Jew whole, being grazing in a fair paddock? Jesus, I haven't even seen Dale Thomas.
I reckon Dale Thomas is packed on a few kilos. Yeah. Well, you know what he should have done? When he was drinking his Shiraz score, he should have used Diet Coke instead of regular.
Yeah, Benny Rothberg, who is sponsorship manager here at this Elites. Without glasses again, I believe we should approach the spec saves to help Corey read the questions. Benny, it's not fair because you've sat here and listened to him online, you dirty little bitch. Well, you're not wrong though. There's actually a couple of people want to approach it. Any glass company like glasses that wants to come out and give me free glasses for a year, I'm happy to take that.
Mate, don't forget me, mate.
Any alcohol company that wants to approach us, I promise you, I will fucking drink a 6-pack every week. Whatever you want to put on the podcast, I'll drink it. Yeah. You know, that includes wine, scotch, spirits, whatever you want me to drink, I'll fucking drink on the podcast. And then, of course, golf ball, Callaway, Optima, Portalist. Yeah. Well, we're going to the lower rank. We're sinking down here, Bonfz. You want to support us with some golf balls? I'll fucking tee off into my dog while we did the
And if the RSPCA want to sponsor us too, Corey,
they can heal my dog after I teed off.
And if PokerStars.net, Corey, if they want to fucking drop us, or Donkhouse, I heard Donkhouse.
Didn't a whole bunch of them get shut down not too long ago?
Corey, you're probably forgetting the biggest one of the lot, Corey.
Yep.
If there's any fried chicken stores out there, so a fried chicken sponsorship, Corey, I'm happy to eat whatever fried chicken is supplied.
I'll tell you what, when we open back up, if Gammy Chicken aren't sponsoring us, there's someone getting kicked out of the Patreon Discord, that's for sure.
Or even a cigarette shop, Corey. We take a few darts if we need to, but please smoke responsibly.
On air live. Nah, do not smoke. Do not contain cigarette smoking. Don't listen to Bonfz. He's a piece of shit. Just before we wrap up this potty, because we don't have too much. GWS Giants, they're only 16 points down. They're coming.
Yep, no, they're coming.
Vice captain and captain.
Well, Lockie Neal and Corey, I can categorically say, and when I say categorically, do you know what that word means?
You've also got herpes?
I categorically do have herpes. No, Corey, Lockie Neal I can assure you, Corey, a number will be done this week, and it might be a number that we may not have seen before.
6.
I was thinking 167, but
Also, if there's a personal barber that wants to cut my hair this week, here's another message come down.
It's a fucking corona stage 4 fucking lockdown. And a shout out to those, Corey, who have come into a tough situation this week with the loss of jobs and stuff. And our thoughts go out to you guys, and we hope you can make it through this period.
Especially anyone in Patreon. If you can't get your $4 out, just leave Patreon. I'm joking. We love you all. It's just an online joke we got going with Benny because he's a piece of shit. I'll tell you what. I don't mind 5 for 5 owners this week is to go against the captain.
Lockie Neal's second lowest score this year is 130.
Oh, well, obviously I'm taking Lockie Neal VC. Well, what the fuck are you going to do from that?
Well, and
I don't like Gorn because he's up against the big dog Goldie. I don't like Goldie because he's up against Gorn.
And you can't take McRae because he's up against Lockie Neal.
Yeah, and Rob's done a pretty good job against other ruckmen this year too. So that's what I said. If you got 5, I don't mind 5 as captain into Lockie Neal, but I couldn't see how you're not taking Lockie Neal.
Neal is everything this week.
Can you trust Dusty against Port? He historically scores pretty well at the Adelaide Oval.
Does he?
Yeah.
I will need to bring up my statistics, Corey, but based on that word, then yes, I mean he's in some form at the moment. He's might be causing Lockie Neal some damage on Brownlow night right now, but we'll have to see how that goes. He's Corey Fairlingham. He scored 104 on Port Adelaide last year. Has a career average of 96 against them and a high score ever of 132.
I didn't say on Port Adelaide. I said Adelaide Oval.
Well. Adelaide Oval, actually.
That's including against Adelaide.
I'm going to need to bring up his stats against Adelaide.
That's all right.
Corey,
you can take your time. No problem. We can do that tomorrow. We can talk that on Patreon. If they want to prove me wrong, they can do enough of their own fucking.
He scored 108 at Adelaide Oval last year, Corey, and that was his only score there.
Yep, and then go the year before.
Okay. Yep. 2018. Hold on. Here we go. We'll do this now. Corey, his Adelaide Oval score. Yep. You might be onto something here because he missed another game there. So he's missed 2 of the last 3 at Adelaide Oval.
Back to 2017.
No. He did play Adelaide there. He scored 160 actually there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back one more year.
Well, I might be a little bit skewed there because he hasn't played there since he was in his fucking prime form. So,
and his 2 before that were 121 and 93. So, I mean, honestly, even
back when he was 15 playing in the fucking.
If Lockie Neal had his worst game for the year and scored 121, I'm probably just taking that as VC.
I think he just goes.
GWS snap another point. Damn it!
You just VC Lockie Neal.
Your VC Lockie Neal, and you pretty much take it. The line this week is honestly 117.5 because I don't.
I'd go 125. I always go 125.
Fuck. So he scores 124, and you're going to risk someone else.
Did I just say my line?
Don't be fucking stupid. Don't be stupid.
Mate, you're struggling to get out of the top fucking 3% of players. Don't be stupid.
Corey, my advice is good. My team's.
What about Jack Steele? Jack Steele.
No, he's very good. And you know what? Underrated. Should be brought into more teams. And I'm going to start giving him some more credit now.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, we're done.
All right, let's go watch fucking GWS bring this home.
You got a cash out offer at the moment?
I can probably take it.
I'll tell you now, anyone that didn't cash out, even if they were pre-game, Corey, say they had a multi. Say they had a multi this week, Corey, and they were
cash out $18. They're fucking kidding them. GWS should do $1.40.
Say there was a multi going on this week, Corey. Say you were going to win 6K from a GWS win. If you didn't cash out, Corey, then it's one of a few things that could have happened. You were either, drug fucked or you're just incredibly fucking stupid, Corey, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, you reckon someone would have let that ride?
Well, Corey, if you let it ride, then you're probably dumber than me for paying $800,000 for this fucking pussy without a head. Fair income. Get fucked, man.
What about buying a car without a sunroof?
Well, Corey, there's any sunroof companies out there that want to sponsor us next year, feel free to get out to us.
Very, very good. All right, Elitas, on behalf of Bonfz, myself, the patrons that have tuned in live and our patrons at patreon.com/SC Elites. Peace out. Thank you for watching and listening.